Hello viewers, welcome to the right episode of knowledge sharing. For today, we are looking at this question and it says x to the power of 3 equals to x minus 1 all to the power of 3. We are asked to find the value of x. So we have here solution. So we are given x to the power of 3 equals to x minus 1 all to the power of 3. Here, when we have a situation like this, some people will say, let's introduce cube root to both sides. So if you introduce cube root, which is cube root of x to the power of 3 equals to cube root of x minus 1 all to the power of 3. We know that this will cancel this and this will cancel this. And we are now left with x equals to x minus 1. When you subtract x from both sides, this will become x minus x equals to x minus 1. This will cancel here, and also we have this will cancel here. We are now left with 0 equals to minus 1, which is not the answer. So this method is not acceptable. So what we are going to do is for us to have, when we have x equals to x minus 1 all to the power of 3, and we have to expand this. So this will become x to the power of 3 equals to x minus 1 into x minus 1 into x minus 1. So let us expand this first. Then after we use distributive method for us to evaluate this, for us to have the value of x. So this will become x to the power of 3 equals to, let's do this. We have x. When we multiply x times x, we have x to the power of 2. X multiplied by minus 1, we have minus x. We have minus 1 multiplied by x, we have minus x. So we have minus 1 times minus 1, we have plus 1. So we still have x minus 1. So we are going to expand this with this by distributive method. So this will become x to the power of 3 equals to, multiply x times x to the power of 2, we have x to the power of 3. Then we have x times x minus x, we have minus x to the power of 2. We have x times minus x, we have minus x to the power of 2. We have x times 1, we have plus x. Then we still have minus 1 times x to the power of 2. We have minus x to the power of 2. Then minus 1 times minus x, we have plus x. You have minus 1 times minus x, we have plus x. Then we have minus 1 times 1, we have minus 1. So here, what we have here, we have x to the power of 3 here. So x to the power of 3. So we have minus x to the power of 2 minus x to the power of 2 will become minus 2x to the power of 2. Here we have another one, minus x to the power of 3. Okay, also we have minus 3x to the power of 2. That is, this and this will go off. So we have x plus x plus x. We have plus 3x. Then we are now left with minus 1. So this is what we have. So we have that as x to the power of 3 equals to, here is x to the power of 3. X to the power of 3. We have minus 3x to the power of 2. Then we have plus 3x. Then we are now left with minus 1. So this is what we have. So in this case, we can move this to this other side. So this will become x, or simply subtract x to the power of 3 from both sides. So this will become x to the power of 3 minus x to the power of 3 equals to x to the power of 3 minus x to the power of 3 minus 3x to the power of 2 plus 3x minus 1. So here this will cancel and this will cancel. This will cancel and this will cancel. We are now left with 0 equals to minus 3x to the power of 2 plus 3x minus 1. So this is what we are now left with. So here, for us to rearrange this, we can move all this to this other side, or we simply multiply minus 1 to this other side, the right hand side. Or let's move this to this other side. We have, when we move here to here, we have 3x to the power of 2. Then we have here minus 3x. Then this one will become plus 1, all equals to 0. So this has turned out to become a quadratic equation. So for us to simplify this, we use a quadratic formula where we have x equals to minus b plus or minus square root of b to the power of 2 minus 4ac all over 2a. In that case, the value of a from this equation, where we have value of a equals to, here will become 3, and value of b equals to minus 3, and value of c equals to 1. Substituting this parameter into this quadratic formula, we have the value of x equals to minus b is minus into minus 3. We have plus or minus square root of b to the power of 2 is the same thing as minus 3 to the power of 2 minus 4 times a. Our a is 3 times c. Our c is 1 all over 2 times our a is 3. 2 times a, which is 2 times 3. So in this case, we are going to evaluate that. Before we do that, we need to clean here for us to have a clearer view. So here, our value of x will become minus times minus 3 will become 3, plus or minus square root of minus 3 to the power of 2 equals to 9. We have minus 4 times 3 times 1 become minus 12 all over 2 times 3, which is 6. This will become x equals to 3 plus or minus square root of 9 minus 12 will become minus 3 all over 6. So this will become x equals to 3 plus or minus square root of minus 3. We can write it as square root of 3 times square root of minus 1 all over 6. This will give us 3 plus or minus square root of 3. Square root of minus 1 is iota, which is I. So all this will be divided by 6. So in this case, we can separate each of these. This will give us x equals to 3 all over 6 plus or minus square root of 3i all over 6. Here, 3 will cancel here 1, and 3 will cancel here 2. So we are now left with x equals to 1 over 2 plus or minus root 3i all over 6. So here, in our solution, we cannot leave the square root of 3 in the numerator. So here, we can further simplify this as x equals to 1 over 2 plus or minus square root of 3i all over 6 times root 3 all over root 3. So in this case, by evaluating that, this is going to give us the value of x here will become 1 over 2 plus or minus, this is the same thing as root 3i times root 3 will give us 3i all over, we have 6 times root 3 will give us 6 root 3. So here, 3 will cancel here 1 and 3 will cancel here 2. We are now left with x equals to 1 over 2 plus or minus, this will remain I over 2 root 3. We have two solutions from here. So we can separate this. This will become x2 equals to 1 over 2 minus I over 2 root 3. So these are the value of x that we have, x1 and x2. And they are all satisfy this equation. If you like what we're doing here, follow us on our Facebook page, subscribe to our YouTube channel, comments, and share a video for more interesting topic. Thank you.